Get the new updated Certified CPQ Specialist dumps from Passcert to help you best prepare for your exam. You can practice real Certified CPQ Specialist questions and answers which come from real tests so that you can feel easy to take your exam and pass your Certified CPQ Specialist exam successfully in your first try. Question 1. What is the correct order of data import to load products and product bundles in CPQ? A. Product rules, error conditions, configuration rules, product action. B. Product features, product options, option constraints. C. Product features, product options, option constraints, configuration attributes. D. Product option, product feature, product, option constraints, configuration attributes. Answer. C. Question 2. Universal Containers, UC, sells a subscription product. Monitoring service reps leave the quantity as 1 when it is sold outside of a bundle. Which solution can UC apply? A. Set quantity editable to false on the product. B. Set type to accessory on the product option. C. Set max quantity to 1 on the product option. D. Set default quantity to 1 on the product. Answer. C. Question 3. An admin has set the group field on one of the quote templates. On output documents on quote A, quote lines appear to be grouped incorrectly. What are 2 explanations for this grouping? Choose 2 answers. A. Modified by field on the user's quote was last modified before the new quote template was implemented. B. Template section with template content of line items type has a value in group field. C. There are quote line groups related to quote A. D. Bundles on quote A contain a configuration attribute designating location. Answer. A, B. Question 4. The sales reps at Universal Containers want the quote line editor to always display the column headers and the quote total on the desktop user interface, regardless of how many quote lines are present. How can an admin meet the requirement? A. Enable large quote experience to freeze the total and column headers. B. Enable compact mode so all of the quote lines fit on the screen at once. C. Enable large configurations to freeze the total and column headers. D. Enable the group line items checkbox on the quote to be checked by default. Answer. C. Question 5. Universal Containers restricts users from selling more than 10 different products within a specific product feature at once. What should the admin set up to satisfy this requirement? A. An error condition in a product rule should be set up to validate that all product options quantity field is less than or equal to 10. B. A value of 10 should be added to the max options field on the feature record. C. The min quantity and max quantity fields on each option should be set to 0 and 10, respectively. D. The summary variable with filter fields should be used in an error condition of a product alert rule. Answer. B. Question 6. When an order is contracted, the sales operations team needs to store a unique license number on the asset record for each downloadable product sold. How should the admin meet the business requirements? A. Set asset conversion for each downloadable product to null. B. Set asset conversion for each downloadable product to a custom value. C. Set asset conversion for each downloadable product to 1 per unit. D. Set asset conversion for each downloadable product to 1 per quote line. Answer: D. Question 7. Universal Containers has a new eco-friendly business line, and wants to create a subset of products that include those tagged as eco-friendly, and those that are bundles. When quoting on opportunities that are flagged as eco-friendly, the sales reps should see only those products when they click Add Products. However, UC wants the flexibility to allow the sales reps to bypass the default subset and include all bundles, even if the opportunity is flagged as eco-friendly. Which strategy should UC apply? A. Create a search filter with filter value set to eco-friendly and hidden set to false. B. Create a filter product rule and product action with type set to optional filter. C. Set the default field on the Add Products custom action to true. D. Add the eco-friendly custom field to the search filter's field set on the product object. Answer: B. Question 8. Universal Containers, UC, sells the same extended warranty product to customers in 3 different industry segments: commercial, enterprise, and education. The list price depends on the customer segment. Product pricing can change frequently within each segment. How should the admin set up the product and price book to apply the correct pricing, and the pricing team can easily update pricing? A. 3 product records with 3 price books should be set up for each industry segment. B. 1 product record should be set up with a price dimension representing each industry segment. C. 1 product record should be set up with 3 price books, 1 for each industry segment. D. 3 product records should be set up with multiple price book entries on a single price book. Answer: B. Question 9. A quote has one quote line for a subscription product with an end date that differs from the quote's end date. Which date will CPQ use to calculate the pro-rate multiplier? A. The earliest date. B. The quote date. C. The quote line date. D. The latest date. Answer: C. Question 10. Users at Universal Containers want to know how approval requests will be routed prior to submitting a quote for approval. How can the admin meet this requirement? A. Using native approvals, build a custom Visualforce page to display the approval process for the quote. B. Using advanced approvals, place the preview approval button on the quote page layout. C. Using advanced approvals, build a custom Visualforce page to display the approval chains for the quote. D. Using native approvals, build a custom button to display the approval matrix to users. Answer: B.